Overthrown. Oh, by Brimstone. Overthrown, developed by Brimstone, published by Maximum Entertainment, comes out in 2024 with some 2025 release stuff about it too. Dave, what do you think of this game?
It's an interesting concept.
You know what it reminded me of? You know those like mobile games where you plot stuff down, you gotta wait for it to like
Yeah.
make it. You know what I mean? Like the for things to get developed and things like that. That's what it reminded me of. But like you're in the action, kind of like I'd always talked about like top down strategy games, and then like Outpost Infinity Siege, where you're like in that tower defense. That's kind of what this game is. And
Can I say something that's gonna be kind of crappy about me? I'm kind of selfish. I don't know if I want to build a city with somebody else. I kind of just want to build my own.
so I thought that aspect was kind of weird, to be honest. Like, and I feel like a lot of these survival things or games and co-op or not co-op, just like multiplayer building survival games. Like, I felt like, yeah, the best part of it is you get to make your own like kingdom and your own world and your own civilization. And if you want to go attack your friends, like I felt like that's a big component of these kinds of games. And with this one, I don't think you can get that.
Yeah, because with the city building of like when you're playing with your friends and stuff like that, I gotta be like, Adam, what do you think? Do you want to put the barn over here? Or, you know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. That gets old quick, man. I just kind of want to build it the way I want to build it.
The way so I played the demo a little bit, not very much yet. Like I just kind of hopped on for a little bit. It seems to me like you can still build your own city, but it's like the whole thing is connected.
Yeah.
I think again, it's early on. It's going to come out. They have things planned for 2025 already. So I wonder if it will be able to have multiple cities and or kingdoms. So I think that's going to be where this game could really shine. But with that said, let's pull up the trailer here. I think it's very like I like the art style of the game. It's very fun. It's very almost like Animal Crossing feel, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
got that kind of art style. It's really fun too. Like so you can build different civilizations, attack what's called the bandits. You have different abilities where you can fly like a helicopter by spinning in a circle.
I do like that.
Yeah, it's got farming elements, and as you see here, like you can really build a city or a kingdom however you want and you move things around so you can pick up trees, pick up buildings, just throw anything around. And I think that's why this game's kind of fun looking to me. It gives you so much freedom in terms of like making it what you want in terms of like your own city and civilization. You can run on water, so that's kind of neat. But
I have a question.
yeah,
I couldn't figure this out. Are we like I don't know if you can say this. Are we like little people? Like
I don't know.
Why are the pumpkins so big? Why are all the vegetables and fruits so big? Are we like mini guys?
I don't think so. I think everything is just exaggerated.
Okay, I was unsure of like our perspective as people in this world.
Or maybe we're like trolls, like little.
Yeah, we're like little guys.
I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't get that in the story or like the description I read, but they do kind of seem short. But the whole premise of the game, like I said, it's a co-op survival / building game. You play as a monarch, which let's get into that a little bit. It's a one character model. I know it's just a demo, but one character model with different colored outfits. You get to build buildings by gathering resources to build a kingdom, and the whole idea to kind of your whole thing is you try to build the kingdom up by building more buildings, increasing your fame, and the more fame you get, the more people would like to become a part of your kingdom. But at the same time, the more you grow, more people want to overthrow your kingdom.
I think it'll be a fun game. Do you think this is a fun game for a while or a little bit?
I think it's one of those, if you like building civilizations, like those games, like those real-time strategy or like not Castle Crashers. What's that one that everybody plays on the phone?
Oh, Clash of Clans.
Yeah, Clash of Clans. If you like doing stuff like that, I think this is also like a dumbed down version of Pal World. I think if you like that game, I think that's all it is. I don't think there's a whole bunch of depth to it. I don't think it really has to be. It seems a little bit shallow in terms of the building and the resource gathering, But other than that, I don't think it's going to be the next big game like that. I think this is just for somebody that, let's say you're bored with Pal World or you're bored of like some of these mobile games, you want to try it on the console or the computer. I think that's what this game is.
And how does like the multiplayer work? So like if me and you want to play this, how is this working? Are we loading into like a shared space, or is it like I'm jumping into your game and everything that we build is like all yours?
That's the sense I got it. So you make a world and you can build in it. And once I log off, I don't know if it's a server thing, if it's always on, or if I build a world like it's off as soon as I get off the game.
See, that's what I was wondering too. It's like, is it a shared world like Minecraft, or is it like I need to play with you, or this world is dead to me? Kind of like a Stardew.
I think that's how it is, to be honest. I didn't look into that too much. I played by myself, so I don't know for sure. I played by myself for like 30 minutes. I think it's you log in, your friends can jump in, but once you log off, your world is gone.
Yeah, because I'm selfish, man. And as much as like it's fun to jump into your world and like help you build stuff, like it's still not mine. You know what I mean? So like I tried to do this with our friend Storm, friend of the podcast. Um, dude, like I jumped in Storm Stardew world and like tried, building with him and stuff like that. But I just like at the end of the day, like it was his world and I just like wasn't into it. And he was nice. He like gave me my spot in like my own house and stuff like that. But like, I don't know, it's just not the same.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you're not building it for you, and like it's like almost loses the fun factor. It's like, oh, I'm just building this for somebody else, and I totally get that, but I don't know for 100%. So if you know in the comments below, if you log off, is the world like you can't get into that world, or your friends can't get into the world? Let us know. I didn't really quite get that from playing the game. Like I said, I only played for a little bit, and I didn't see anything on that in the comments or anything like that or the description. So
Yeah. And it does look a lot like the Clash of Clans kind of, mobile kind of just drop it. Just kind of plant it and drop it, which I'm totally fine with. I mean, I think this game is going to be more for like, I don't want to say casual gamers because I think it's
you want a chill building game, like a chill resource gathering. It's not going to be too difficult or anything like that. You just want something chill.
you basically want to play a phone game, but you want to play like a better version of it on your TV. Like,
Or it's something you want to build a city, but you want to have a little bit more depth than just plotting stuff down. Like you want to have to gather the resources, you want to have to defeat things and feel like you're doing more. I think that's what this game is. It's a step up from Clash of Clans and games like that, but it's not quite like Power World or Minecraft where you really have to like put the effort into building something great.
this is a middle ground between Pale World and if you want to just dick around on your phone.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
this is where that game lives.
I think so. I think that's where this game kind of lives. Going into it a little bit, like I said, you play as a monarch that you're trying to build a kingdom and grow it, and so where the game kind of has a lot of depth to it in terms of like things that you'll have. You have over 28 settlement buildings, so things like castles, outhouses, sawmills, soup kitchens, places to break down iron and things like that. What's the metal guy called? Like the metal workers? What are those called?
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith. You have a blacksmith station. I'm so silly with that. Did I just call myself silly?
What's the metal guy?
No, what did I just called myself silly.
Leave
What
it
a
in.
weirdo.
Leave it
What a
in.
weirdo.
I'm so silly.
I'm so silly. I'm trying to a little bit more positive self-talk, so I didn't want to call myself stupid.
Be positive. You own
Yeah.
it, bro. You
Yeah.
own it.
Yeah, I'm
This-
stupid.
This,
Just kidding.
No, this is great. This is good.
But anyway, it has stuff like that. The game will have all 4 seasons, so you'll have to prepare your farms and your resources based off of that. Infrastructure items such as roads, fences, walls, stuff like that. I didn't quite get this yet as I was going through the demo, but there's resource management and just like almost like an economy management too. So again, kind of going to that like phone game or like 2 Point Hospital. You ever play that?
No.
Well, anyway, it's kind of similar, but you have to like manage the taxation and the income and like the farming, the livestock. So I thought that was really cool. So there's a little bit more management to the kingdom to keep people happy. And you have to, again, I only played for 30 minutes, so I didn't see the um, full, whatever, the full circle of how it all works.
The full gamma.
Yeah, the full gamma of how that all works and how do you keep people happy or how do you keep them mad, like not mad? How do you keep them not from hunger, like getting hungry? How to there's a couple times where my like villagers were fighting each other and I didn't know why. They just start fighting. So that's kind of cool to figure out all that.
That kind of stinks that you got to deal with money though.
I think you can kind of set it and forget it, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I think what it does is like they can leave, like if they're not happy, they'll leave. But if you put it right in the middle, I think it's comes to the point of like how much resources like they will make if they're happier. But if they're like right in the middle, like you'll get like 1.5 if they're happy, but if they're not and they're just like there, like 1.25.
Okay, because dealing with money scares me. This is gonna be like Sim City, where I'm 7 days into my build and my city is $8 billion in debt, and I'm looking up cheat codes for infinite money.
I don't think that's the case. I think it's one of those things that it's a set and forget and not have to worry about it. So I think that's all it is. I think this game is just really try to build a kingdom as big as you can, but also have to protect it. And the protect it is where the bandits come in and other creatures that can come attack your land. And the bigger it grows and the more fame that you gather, the more enemies and bandits and creatures come in and attack your kingdom. And I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I do like that part. I like that your kingdom can get attacked.
I think it would be kind of boring if it couldn't.
Yeah.
So you have to defend yourself with like different weapons that you have. So in the demo that I played, you had a sword, but also a broadsword, it's like a bigger sword. I only put like 30 minutes into it. There's not much depth to the combat. You can have a shield, but it's a one button combat system, like square over and over.
I honestly didn't think it would be anything more than that.
Yeah, but I really like. I think they could have added like triangle, like a heavy attack and a light attack. And there's different ways to attack. So if you like charge up a run and you like hit square, it might do like a spin attack. But I think it'd be cool to do like more have the swing attack. But I wonder. So there's things that I didn't unlock, such as like fire bombs. So I wonder if triangle is gonna be like firebomb or stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, maybe just because it's a demo. I mean, it's a little bit, lacking on some certain things. But honestly, like we said, man, it's hard. It's a building game, so it's cool that they have this combat mechanic into it. Like we talked about this with what's the Lord of the Rings game? The Shire.
Oh yeah.
Like that one. It's essentially the same thing, and that one didn't even have a combat system.
I don't know. I just think the game was fun. I think it played pretty smoothly, to be honest. Powers that you get. So the whole idea how you gain powers is you wear your crown, and when you die, you actually lose your crown. You have to go get it back. But by lifting or getting the crown, you can lift heavy objects, run very fast, things like that. Like use the helicopter to like get around as a helicopter spinning in a circle. Yeah, I think I think the game is going to be fun. I don't think it's going to be anything groundbreaking. It's going to be a cheap game that we'll put some time into.
I think it's gonna be fun if you guys are fans of like the phone games like Clash of Clans and stuff like that. Probably gonna be a fan of this one. It's gonna be. I think it's personally going to be kind of the exact same thing, but just like a little bit more upgraded. But I'm excited to play it. It's a fun, chill game that you can just mess around with for an hour and not take too seriously.
Yeah, and I think it's a game that you can get lost in. If you like, oh, I just want to build a little settlement, or you can just go full blown like kingdom. But I think one thing that they could probably add to the game is having a peaceful mode where you can just build your kingdom and not have to worry about it getting destroyed by bandits. I think that would be a huge kind of, again, because some people just want to build a kingdom and a settlement. But if it's always being attacked, like, dang, like I have to defend this when I just want to see what I can build. I think that's where the game could improve on.
It definitely depends on how much you get attacked. Like when I was playing the forest, like just really wanted to stop getting attacked at some points.
Exactly. And so I wonder if they'll add something like that. The game has 3 maps, will have 3 maps at launch. During the demo, it's 2. And And so where I was going with they have a bunch of stuff planned for 2025. I didn't write all of them down, but they'll have boat building and a couple other things I didn't remember what they said, but they have content planned aside from like its early access 2024 release. So there's no date on it either, but I think it's cool. I think it's fun. I think it also needs more character design. And I really want to know how big the raids of bandits get. Like, I wonder, like, is there your settlement is a mile long, and so now like tops out at 100 bandits. Like, I wonder what the max of bandits is.
I mean, I think for just like the mainstay of the game, there has to be a max, right? Because like there has to be a point where it's they're in development. They're like, all right, there's 40 people on the screen right now, and then the FPS is going nut. Like it's not. This is not working. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you look at like what's the game? Or even Infinity Siege, like there's tons and tons of stuff loading in. And I just felt like the frame rate was fine.
Infinity Siege is like
Okay, let's go somewhere a little bit more popular and better. Warhammer, the Space Marine.
I still think Warhammer's a little bit more higher budget than this, don't you think?
No, definitely, definitely. But what I'm saying is like they can have. It's not going to affect it. Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
This feels like a little bit of a lower budget title. I mean,
Oh,
it's,
I see what you're
you know
saying
what I mean.
now,
Like
yeah.
it's probably maxed at certain points.
Yeah.
I
I'm
don't
curious to know what that is.
I don't
Or
think.
like,
I think what you're getting at is like, is this going to be kind of like a horde shooter?
yeah.
I don't think it's going to get to that level.
Hmm.
I think it
Interesting.
maybe max out at like 20.
Yeah, the first bandit attack that I fought was like 10.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think maybe
so-
they max out at like 20, 30.
Or maybe it's different, like it's not so worried about the bandits attacking. Maybe like one, it's like 10, but even though if you're grown, it's like 10 again or 20 this time. Like maybe it like varies in various times, maybe.
My idea would be that they have kind of like tiers, right? So like your first little attack is like 10 little kind of scrubby bandits, and then like the next one might be 20, but then once you start going there, it's like, all right, now it's 20 and like this big ogre, or like now it's 25 and this two big ogres, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm curious. Like to know.
Yeah, because they usually, when they do that, they usually have like a couple tanky enemies in there. You got like some scrubs around them, and then you got some beefy boys that you got to take care of. That's usually what they do.
I will go into my opinion a little bit about the demo and the combat itself again. It wasn't very fluid. I know I said the game felt fluid, but the combat was kind of I died like 6 times fighting the same bandits because I just couldn't figure out how to block, because as I was blocking with my shield, I was still getting killed, I guess. So I know it's a demo, it's got things to work on, but fix that pretty good because I just kept dying over and over.
Fix the hitbox on the shield, boys.
Definitely did not work. Maybe I was just slightly off. I don't know, but fix that, make it feel a little bit more impactful. Add some things to spice up the combat instead of hitting square over and over. Again, I think they're gonna have fire bombs and I know there's weapons or not weapons, like muskets and guns. So I think that maybe the person, like as a player, you'll get that as well. So we'll see.
We will see. I mean, it does look fun. Price wise, I can't imagine this is gonna be super expensive. If you guys are looking for a game that's just kind of chill, kind of low key, kind of take it easy, and you're sick of dicking around on your phone, this is the game.